How would you like to win every fight you ever get in for the rest of your life? We're gonna use metaphysics to get it done. I'm gonna show you how. So you had a huge fight. You were right and they were wrong. Like, so wrong. So in a big fight like that, doesn't it sound so amazing for you to be able to get the other person to admit that they were wrong and you were right? How good would that feel? It would be such a relief. You've been in this big, heavy, crappy fight, and you know that you were the one in the right, and all you need is for them to say, you know what? Totally, my bad. I was completely in the wrong. Way to go. You win. Right? Doesn't that sound like it would feel amazing? You'd finally feel vindicated and validated. You would have that confirmation that you were right. The thing is, when you're good with who you are, when you're good with yourself, you don't need their validation to feel good or worthy or justified. But did they hurt you? See, right there, that's the real issue. What you want is for them to know that they hurt you. Now we realize it's not about you winning the fight. It's about you letting them know that they hurt you. So how do you do that? Telling them? That's a great way to start. But usually that hurt goes both ways. And in most fights, both parties are really a little bit to blame, if not for the initial cause, at least for the way that they react towards each other. Anger definitely cuts both ways. So what's a girl to do? The secret that metaphysics will teach us is to simply let go. And I know, when you're in a fight like that, how do you possibly let go? Are you just admitting that you were wrong? No, that's not what I'm saying. This has nothing to do with admitting you're wrong, but it will free you in a way that an apology never could. So like any metaphysical practice, letting go is a skill you develop over time. And you have to look at this fight as an amazing opportunity to learn to let go. The bigger the fight, better the opportunity to learn to let go. We have this amazing, beautiful energy field that flows through our body, right? These electrical currents that flow through our body and intersect at different points throughout our body. That's what chakras are. Thoughts and emotions are actually, they're physical things. It's a physical manifestation. Even though it's a thought, we can't see it. It has an atomic presence, and that presence, just that small atomic presence, is enough to disrupt our energy flow. I know, right? So when we have these fights, and it gives us this amazing opportunity to let go, those thoughts, those feelings, those emotions, they want to, when they're negative, they want to lodge themselves in our energy flow, right? They want to break up that energy flow and prevent it from going the way it wants, right? It creates these little eddies and ripples and currents, and it disrupts our peacefulness. So when we look at these fights as an opportunity in letting go, in whenever we feel that negative emotion welling up, rising up inside of us, to just step back and let it go, not give into it. Don't grab onto it. In fact, step away from it. We are practicing the highest form of metaphysical, spiritual awakening that you possibly can. And when you have really learned to let go, those fights aren't going to affect you. Any apology is such a pale comparison to the freedom, to the good feeling of just being able to let go. The bonus is when you are able to let go, you're going to have clarity and wisdom and grace, and be able to see that maybe you did have a part to play, maybe you do owe some form of apology, or at very least you'll have the clarity and wisdom to see whether or not this situation deems this much of your energy to begin with. So now that you have learned to let go, which is really just a matter of not giving into ego, right? Not feeding ego, that shitty friend that tries to keep you safe but really just keeps you in pain. You've cut off ego, you've learned to let go. Now you are free to forgive and forget and move on. If there is any turmoil left, at least your conscience is clear, you feel good. Any turmoil or strife that's left, you can leave for the other person, but you know that you are good. So that is the trick to winning any argument, is to rise above it through metaphysics and just simply step back and let it go. I'm Dr. Craig, and guys, thank you so much for watching. I have a lot more amazing content on taking metaphysics out of the temples and putting it into practical reality, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity. Thanks so much.